No, he's not doing that.
Guys, they gotta go that way. Guys, you guys gotta back up. They're going that way.
Damn, good question.
They're going that way, guys. You gotta...
Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and Lamont Roach recently faced off again, and this time things got intense. Although they've had a solid relationship from their amateur days, the tension between them has grown, moving past online disagreements to a more physical confrontation.
He not.
We ain't doing all that talking.
He not.
We gonna see on the 15th.
Come on.
Yeah. We gonna see on the 15th.
It's my shit. You see how I come over here?
Hey, we gonna see on the 15th.
My shit.
Nah.
Fight week is just a month away, and the teams of Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and Lamont Roach came together for media duties before heading back to their training camps for the world title fight. After the teams met, Lamont Roach approached Tank Davis with a handshake.
You ain't going nowhere then, nigga. You just saying. You ain't going nowhere, nigga. What are you talking about?
As expected, Gervonta, Tank, Davis snubbed Lamont Roach's handshake, and they continued with their media activities until it was time for the face-off. It played out much like Tank's previous encounter with Hector Garcia, where Tank acted provocatively, trying to get under his opponent's skin. This time, Roach wasn't as composed as Garcia and pushed Tank back. The two fighters clashed before security stepped in to break them up. The tension between Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and Lamont Roach was so thick at the press conference that you could feel how intense the situation was. Their brawl was just a glimpse of the fireworks expected on March 1st. While this fight wasn't initially one fans were excited about, it's definitely heating up. The two have a history from their amateur days, with Tank winning both of their previous matchups. Their first press conference was packed with bitter words, and their online feuds have only fueled the hype for their upcoming fight.
Alright guys, run out and face the crowd. Run out and face the crowd now. Camera's in the back, guys. Hector, camera in the back. Camera all the way in the back.
This fight is shaping up to be a technical masterpiece with an exciting undercard. While Tank is a heavy favorite, experts and boxers aren't completely counting out Lamont Roach just yet. Fight Hype caught up with undefeated super lightweight Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims Jr. to hear their thoughts on the match, and their answers might surprise you. When asked about the history between Tank, Roach, and himself, Hitchens, a New York native, highlighted the similarities between the two fighters and warned fans not to underestimate Roach. He believes the 25-1 boxer will shock everyone, making for an incredible fight.
Years ago, I want to say like 2016, 2017 years ago. I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach.
Lamont grew up in a similar environment to Tank, and they share a lot of similarities, according to Hitchens. He believes many people are writing off Lamont because of his loss to Jamal Herring, but Lamont has shown consistency and growth over the years. Since that loss in 2019, Roach has turned his career around. Hitchens predicts the fight will be a technical showcase and even mentioned he's looking forward to it. When asked who would have the edge in a technical fight, Hitchens emphasized that it's going to be a fantastic battle. Tank is a defensive expert who knows how to protect himself and maneuver in the ring.
He came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both school kind of. They both got.
Hitchens further pointed out that if the fight goes into the later rounds, Tank will have a clear advantage due to his almost flawless defense. He believes Lamont needs to try to end the fight early, as the longer it lasts, the more likely Tank will take control and set the pace to secure the win. While defending Roach as a strong opponent, Hitchens added, "It's not like Tank is picking an easy opponent. Lamont probably knows how to fight better than many of the guys Tank has faced."
A lot of similarities. They both boxed each other numerous times. And I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamal.
On the other hand, welterweight sensation Kenneth Sims Jr., who has fought both Roach and Tank, also shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight and what each fighter needs to do to win. Initially, the Bossman hesitated to predict the outcome, as he's on good terms with both fighters and felt it might be disrespectful. However, he eventually opened up, recalling some meaningful moments he shared with Roach during their national semifinal matchup.
Definitely a fight that like a great fight for boxing. I think that boxing fans are trying to like basically shut Lamont out. I don't know, maybe because he's not a
When asked what each fighter needs to do to win, the Illinois native pointed out that both Roach and Tank are counterpunchers. To secure the win, one of them will have to step out of their comfort zone and force the other to open up. He also highlighted that Tank is a slow starter and takes time to find his rhythm. Tank starts slow, but as the fight goes on, he picks up the pace and gets busier, said Kenneth Sims Jr. However, to win this fight, Tank will need to start attacking earlier than usual. If he doesn't, it might be too late, especially considering how fast Roach boxes and racks up points early.
watching the fight.
Do you think the fact that it is going to be a technical fight, do you think that favors Lamont, or does
This take was surprising, especially since many have already written off Lamont Roach in his lightweight title debut. Similarly, in the lead-up to his fights, Gervonta Tank Davis tends to stay quiet until something infuriates him, which then makes him lash out in a messy, insulting manner. We saw this against Frank Martin, where Tank made threats, even vowing to take Martin's girlfriend. Lamont Roach has now experienced a bit of the Tank Davis drama, especially after he boldly claimed just yesterday that he'd whoop Tank's butt. In response, Tank fired back, saying, "I'm going to chop, bob, and weave," and ended in the 9th round. "I like to show people they're not who they think they are. I love proving them wrong." Tank also mentioned his first title win, recalling how the entire building doubted him. Now, he's ready to show everyone what he's truly capable of. The WBA lightweight champion, Gervonta Tank Davis, faced off with the fiery WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach at a press conference in Brooklyn.
All right, guys, turn down, face the camera, please. Right in the front, right here. Right here in the front for us. Lamont, right here. Lamont, down here, please. Back in the...
Five-time, three-division world champion Gervonta Tank Davis returned to the Barclays Center, where he set the venue's record for the highest-grossing and most attended boxing event with his stunning knockout of Rolando Romero in May 2022. At the press conference, Davis and Lamont Roach reignited their rivalry, which dates back to their amateur days, and promised fireworks when they face off on March 1st. The press tour will continue Thursday with an open-to-the-public press conference in Washington, D.C.
9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night?
Gervonta Tank Davis shared his excitement, saying, "The energy from the people here is amazing. I won my first championship here, and I have more followers from New York than almost anywhere. New Yorkers bring incredible energy." He acknowledged Lamont Roach's skills, especially at a lighter weight class, and noted, "He's one of the guys I came up with in boxing, and he's still doing well. He's definitely a top opponent, and everyone will see that on March 1st. We'll have to test his chin. He might think my opponents don't have chins, but we'll definitely test it." Tank added, "Leave the kids at home." On the other hand, Lamont Roach confidently stated, "I shouldn't be here if I didn't believe I'm going to win. I've hurt everyone I've been in the ring with, and this won't be any different."
You know that power curry late.
I know you got some sneaky power. That's what I do know.
What?
Who said that?
"This is a huge opportunity, and we're going to conquer it," Lamont Roach said with confidence. "Everyone knows what I'm coming to do, and if you don't, you'll be surprised. I'm going to show you what happens when two dogs step into the ring together. My team built my career from the ground up, and I've had the same team since I turned professional. We've taken on the best fights for my career, worked my way up to the #1 contender spot, lost a fight, and bounced back. We have a common opponent in Hector Luis Garcia, and I beat him easily. The Frank Martin fight was relatively easy for him. Frank was inexperienced and nervous. This fight will be different. When I'm in the ring, Tank will be a different fighter. Fighting each other in the amateurs is one thing, but now we've both evolved and gotten better, adding new skills. Sure, there might be some tendencies we're familiar with, but I don't expect that to matter on the big stage. I don't care if I'm the underdog or the favorite. Either way, I'm going to win. When Roach had his turn at the podium, he didn't hold back, sharing his thoughts with the public.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for this to talk. How much you want back? How much you want it back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet.
This is a huge opportunity, and we're going to take it, Roach said confidently. Everyone knows what I'm here to do. If you don't, then get ready for a surprise. I know Tank won't be surprised, though. I think he took this fight to prove something to the naysayers, to all the people talking about it. He knows I'm a dog, and he wants to test his skills against someone like me. Well, I'm going to show you what happens when two dogs step into the ring together, and I'll be the one walking out victorious. Tank then had his chance to speak, saying, I'm excited to be a part of this, and come March 1st, it's going to be a great event. Right now, I'm not too focused on all the back and forth, but on fight night, it'll be a great show. Same result as always, though. We've got 3 months to get ready, so it's going to be a good one.
In your next fight?
He has skills, even though he's at a smaller weight class.
At that point, both fighters sat down for a Q&A session to dive deeper into the fight and everything surrounding it. Here are some key excerpts. Tank on why a fight with Lomachenko didn't happen and why Roach was the next logical choice asterisk. He has skills, even though he's in a smaller weight class. I feel like Lamont has the talent, and he's one of the guys I came up with in boxing. He's still doing well. Everyone who started with us isn't really in the picture right now, so people may not know him, but he definitely has the skills. He's a top opponent. Roach on how his style will be different from what Tank has faced before asterisk. Skill-wise, I bring a lot to the table. I can adapt, fight in different styles. I'm tough, gritty, smart, and witty. Whatever I need to pull out of my bag of tricks, I will. The others Tank has fought, they were either one-trick ponies or just didn't have enough.
He started with, came out with in the sport of boxing.
Tank Davis caused quite a stir when he hinted at retiring after 2025. During a press conference on Tuesday evening, Davis stated, "After next year, I'm out of it, out of the sport." This comment caught the attention of fans, as the WBA lightweight champion seemed to be planning an early exit from boxing, potentially after facing his old amateur rival, Lamont Roach, on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. Davis is known for shocking fans, both inside the ring with his powerful knockouts and outside the ring with his bold statements. The American fighter, who has built a reputation for his knockout power, now seems to be growing tired of the sport. While many expected him to be more active after overcoming his legal issues, his recent fight against Frank Martin in June seemed like a temporary return. The champion had promised a busier schedule, but his comebacks have only been delayed. Now, it appears Davis might be contemplating a permanent departure from boxing. At the first official press conference for the Davis vs. Roach fight, Tank revealed more about his future plans. When asked about his 2025 schedule, he didn't hesitate to hint at retirement. "After next year, I'm out of it. Out of the sport," he said. This statement left fans disappointed, as they had become accustomed to his occasional appearances in the ring. Some fans, confused by his recent signing of a 7-fight deal, expressed their frustration and disappointment in the comments section, questioning whether he would follow through on his plans to AL.
Are you losing the
Trash. What changed? What made this shit trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Tank Davis's lack of intense desire to prioritize his fans and the sweet science of boxing has often held him back in the eyes of certain sections of the fan base, and his recent comments have only solidified this view. However, some fans have found logic in Davis's decision to retire early. One commenter pointed out, "Health is wealth." They noted that Davis's aggressive, high-paced style may not be sustainable over a long career. Boxers who retire from the sport often face health issues later on, such as severe headaches, sciatica, and other ailments as the physical toll of the sport begins to take its toll. Given Tank's intense fighting style, he could potentially face serious long-term consequences to his health, which might be a factor in his decision to step away sooner rather than later.
It looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating.
Aside from his fight with Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis hasn't faced the top-tier fighters in the lightweight division, and the pressure is growing for him to challenge other champions like Shakur Stevenson. If he doesn't take these big fights, he risks falling out of favor with fans. A little over 90 minutes after the scheduled start time, Tank Davis and Lamont Roach finally addressed the media to promote their upcoming 12-round contest for the WBA lightweight title. Roach began by thanking everyone for sticking around, possibly a subtle jab at Davis for being late. "This is a huge opportunity, and we're going to conquer it," Roach said confidently. "You're going to be surprised by the outcome of this fight." He then pointed at Davis, who appeared distracted at times, chewing gum intently. "I know he's going to be surprised. For all the naysayers, I think he took this fight because he knows I'm a dog. You'll see what happens when two dogs go at it. Obviously, I'll be the one coming out victorious. We're going to put on a hell of a show for y'all."
Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby, usually they're around to...
You think you might regain the love for it, though? You never know? Like, like you said, you got to go off today? Okay.
Lamont Roach, the reigning WBA junior lightweight champion as of January 1st, 2025, enters the fight as a sizable underdog against the incredibly talented Tank Davis. Davis, often hailed as the future of boxing, is now well past his 30th birthday, leading some critics to question whether the future many expected is still on the horizon for him. Tank first thanked PBC, Amazon, God, and Al Heyman, saying, "I'm excited to be a part of this." He went on to add, "Right now, I'm not really big on getting into all the back and forth stuff, but come March 1st, it's definitely going to be a great show. We've got 3 months to get ready, and we just have to prepare." When asked why he chose to fight Lamont Roach, a boxer he had already defeated twice in the past, Davis simply responded, "He's got skills. Come March 1st, everyone will see."
No, I'm talking about after this year. So some fights can still happen, but after this year, I'm out of.
Could we see you with Shakur before you go? Why do you think about retiring?
For what? Who have Shakur? What have Shakur?
The 29-year-old Lamont Roach claimed a world title in his second attempt in November 2023, edging out WBA 130 pounds champion Hector Luis Garcia by split decision. This victory came 4 years after Roach was outboxed over 12 rounds by Jamal Herring in his bid for the WBO title. Roach followed up his win over Garcia with an impressive 8th-round stoppage of a tough but overmatched Fergal McCrory in June.
What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than him. I keep screaming this nigga name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
Meanwhile, Davis has been dominating stronger opponents since Roach's loss to Herring in November 2019. Tank has defeated notable fighters such as Yuri Ortiz Gamboa, Leo Santa Cruz, Mario Barrios, Isaac Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin, all while winning and defending titles from junior lightweight to junior welterweight. That's all for now. For the best updates on news, moments, events, and action in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're the first to know when we drop new, quality content. Until next time, peace out